Hello and welcome back. So this is going to be the Russell 2000 setup and analysis. So basically we had set up a buy on US 2000 or Russell 2000, and so far that is doing really well. We are still expecting Russell 2000 to continue to keep pushing more higher. But before we're going to look at the the setup are at current price. Okay, this is going to be the setup all-time high. We are looking for Russell 2000 to give us a all-time high, you know, opportunity. So if I'm going to look at the previous chart, all right, so these were the previous chart when we were expecting Russell to continue to keep pushing more higher. So basically what we have seen, this is German 30, or we are having similar kind of formation on all US European indices. So we have seen a big huge drop because of the higher inflation and fight with the inflation from the central bank that caused the indices to go lower across the across the market in the Europe and in the the US as well. So and then when inflation peaked and rate are also peaking, just a couple of hikes left in the pipe, market already priced in for rate peaks and maybe rate cut at the end of the year, so started to price in for that. So European indices tagged that high before the other indices, right? Other major indices. So we were expecting similar kind of move on US indices, right? So if you have seen my NASDAQ 100 index chart or analysis, or S&P 500 or US 30, then um, we were expecting similar kind of move over there on those indices. So we are just about to tag the all-time high on US indices. So this chart is telling us, so there are S&P 500, there is an S&P 500, that blue line, and this orange line is NASDAQ 100 index. So we can see this is a bit old chart, all right? So it's a 30 June chart, so almost 18, 19 days old chart. So US indices are slightly higher now, okay, somewhere there within these areas. So just about to test that all-time high. So US Russell 2000 is still lagging behind. Small caps are still lagging behind the large caps. All right, large caps have driven by the big stock, the big big names, specifically the Nvidia and Apple, that caused the US indices to rise. They lifted the US indices. So small caps are still lagging. They are still behind, and we still may see potential short to medium term and longer term buy opportunities, and we may see all-time high on small caps as well. So that's the logic behind on this chart. All right, so we have leading movers there in the European indices, and those were also leading, telling us that the US indices will also rise. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the next chart, that's the next chart. Okay, so there where this is the short-term lower time frame. We were expecting price to form that flat formation. So we have seen that flat formation, price tested that low and then bounced off. And it is, simply, rising after hitting that low. So we have seen, bounce off from there, and the price is just simply setting up a trend for upside. That correction broke out and pushing more higher. So now if I'm going to look at the updated or current chart, okay, so hopefully let's just pull out the NASDAQ 100 index on this chart and see that how ahead NASDAQ 100 index has gone. Or we can say that US 100 let's just use that chart. So there we can see that the NASDAQ 100 index is just about to hit this all-time high. So if I'm gonna look at the previous, you know, let's just look at this, you know, this chart. All right, so we were expecting this to go higher at that time in March 2020. So we have seen tremendous strength at that time on NASDAQ 100 index. All right, so if I'm gonna make it mine and I'm gonna go to NASDAQ 100 index, all right, and pull out that chart too. So there on this weekly chart, so that was the 2 week. I'm gonna pull out and I'm gonna make it mine. I'm gonna analyze these two charts so we can see there, okay, at this area the move was pretty sharp and aggressive for upside. Okay, move was pretty sharp and aggressive at this place, while the move was pretty slow at this area. On US 2000, okay, Russell move was pretty slow. The NASDAQ 100 index was trending, while the US Russell 2000 was, you know, struggling, correcting, going higher, but was struggling. Okay, there we can see this. This is the area, this place I was talking about. Yeah, so if I'm gonna go to the NASDAQ 100 index at that place, there we can see that while the NASDAQ 100 index broke out the all-time high, US Russell 2000 was lagging, was still coming behind. So if I'm gonna look at this area, this place, so let me pull out side by side. That gonna help understand that what is the point. Okay, so we need to go to this place. The move was pretty slow on US Russell 2000 at that time. So that was the all-time high. That was the all-time high. That was the all-time high. So the all-time high was taken out on this date, while the Russell 2000 was still coming at this state. All right, so Russell 2000 was, so basically that's called the lag. All right, so we call that lag, and it took out all-time high way after that date, so on 9th of November, so 3 June, you know, NASDAQ 100 index broke the all-time high, while the US Russell small caps were still lagging behind that. So the point here is that we are having similar opportunities setting up over there on Russell 2000. All right, so we need to understand that we may not see similar kind of, you know, strength or aggressive move on Russell 2000 like we have seen there. All right, we may not see aggressive quick move on. Yeah, if we're gonna see that, we're gonna be lucky, okay, this aggressive move. But make sure you understand that at that time, you know, fundamentals were completely different. Yeah, central banks were printing money. They were trying to bring the inflation back. Right now we are having high inflation. Central banks are fighting with inflation, trying to bring down the inflation. All right, these two pictures right now are different. Okay, so that can, you know, that may not give us a same kind of aggressive move or upside on Russell 2000. But yes, short-term opportunity is going to be over there. Yes, so short-term opportunities going to be over there. So basically that's what you are looking. So now let's get back to the Russell 2000 and the move you are looking that. So if I'm going to go to the lower time frame, then the lag already has happened over there. Okay, the short-term lag has already happened. So this lag, we were expecting price to tag and hold and then go back up. That lag has already happened. So what to expect now? So simply the trend is there. So if I'm going to remove everything and just going to pull out my moving averages, all right, so you are looking price to fall back within the trend again. Okay, so the point you need to understand that at that time Fed was trying to bring the inflation, which was causing the indices to just keep pushing more higher very, very aggressively. And this time, Fed is fighting with inflation, and market is expecting that Fed is going to pivot at the end of this year. That's causing the pricing in sentiment, which is just happening over there right now. So looking for price to continue to keep pushing more higher all the way that top, and right now looking for any pullback which is just coming over there from 1 hour time frame to 4 hour time frame. So below 1 hour time frame and 4 hour time frame going to be very small time frame, and there are going to be a lot of noise. You may not pick up the corrections. Okay, so you're looking for this to fall within that 1 hour time frame correction, hold the moving averages and go back up, continue the trend. So if that correction is getting bigger, something like that, all right, that was a bigger fall, 4 hour time frame. We were expecting it to hold that and continue. You're looking for small corrections first, very much like these corrections, and then continue. In case if that gets bigger, okay, then 4 hour time frame correction. So price to fall back within the 4 hour time frame and then continue to keep pushing more higher like this. All right, like that. So if 4 hour time frame correction is not there, so you're looking for a pullback on a 4 hour time frame. So right now the setup is not there. Okay, right now you don't have a buy opportunity. Buy opportunity was there at this area. The chart I have just shown you, that has gone, that has already gone. But yes, we may see multiple buy opportunities on this chart for more upside. Okay, I'll try my best to update you, and once I will see that. So right now you are just keeping eyes and looking for this to pull back 1 hour time frame, then 4, and in case if it fall something like that, that's going to be a good opportunity again to buy it for longer term within these areas. So this is not I'm not anticipating that move, but in case if that happens, still there's going to be a buy opportunity. So a 1 hour time frame or 4 hour time frame, and continue to keep pushing more higher. All right, thank you.